Hi, I'm Raiku. I play mage for the Echo PvP team.
And I'm Whaazz the Rogue, and today we're going to be sitting down with Secretlab and answering some PvP questions. We're both veterans of the PvP scenes. What changes would you say have been most impactful to PvP, good or bad?
I think the new 10.1 CC changes, where some CCs are shorter and some CCs are longer. It's good for new players, but not that good for veteran players like ourselves. So in my opinion, that's a bad thing, but I know that most of the people think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I kind of think that having the short CC kind of forces you to play a different way. You play more on trying to the enemy healer and get him out of mana instead of actually scoring a kill with like long crowd control chains. So yeah, I would agree.
I agree with that.
Definitely one of the bad changes recently.
Which team comp do you dread seeing when you jump into an arena game?
I don't know if I have a comp that I find like super scary, like particularly scary, but obviously we play Rogue Mage Priest ourselves, and it's been notorious to not do super good into something called jungle. It's basically like a Feral Druid, a Hunter, and a Disc Priest usually. And that's mainly because the Feral Druid you cannot sheep him as a mage. So if they tunnel you, we're kind of forced to go in the Druid and then sheep the Hunter, because otherwise you can't really survive. So I would say jungle is like my go-to comp to like not want to face.
I do agree. Like Feral Hunter Priest has been a big problem for our composition Rogue Mage Priest for the longest time. But I also do not like facing Elemental Shaman, Demonology Warlock and Resto Druid. The game just goes on so long, and I feel like it's all about the mana, the blue bar, seeing who like if you can get any drinks off to keep stay ahead of the mana. But it's no fun to face. Every time I see it, I know that I'm in for a bad time.
You know you're in for a long game too.
Yeah.
Have you got any tips for new players wanting to get a good start in the PvP scene?
I think watching good streamers, like PvP streamers, helps a lot. Sticking to the same class, like don't change too much, like get comfortable first on one class. Look up guides, like on the internet. And yeah, just playing the game a lot. Like don't just stop when you get like a certain rating or something. Just like keep going.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think sticking to one class is super important. I do think multi-classing is a great way of getting knowledge, but I feel like you do that when you're like comfortable on your main class. Like you shouldn't take too many crazy steps like early. Like focus on one class, get good on it, and then slowly progress.
How do you feel about the PvP scene in its current state? Would you like to see more community-ran PvP tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to see more community-ran tournaments, especially in retail. We haven't had that in a very long time, I feel like. I feel like the one thing I really want when I think of tournaments is like I really want to like get back to LANs again. Like going to LAN events was the best time of my life. But having more online tournaments would also be cool. But I already feel like we have quite a few. You know, I'm not too unhappy with how many we have.
Yeah, I do think on retail we have the AWC, which is basically half the year, every single year, which is a lot of time you have to prepare for it all the time. And I think most of the community-ran PvP tournaments are for Wrath of Lich King, the classic side, because there's no AWC. There was one just this weekend. But no, I'm kind of happy about the amount of tournaments we are having right now.
What was it that first got you hooked on competitive PvP?
I've always been very competitive myself, like anything I did, any sports or something as a kid or any game. And then just like, in classic, original vanilla WoW, just dueling people all day, just trying to beat everyone. And then Arena coming out in TBC, and I instantly wanted to get, high on the ladder, get recognized. And I think it was like an ego thing. I just wanted to beat everyone.
Yeah, I can relate. I'm very competitive too. I didn't duel, but maybe my time was a bit different. I don't feel like in MOB when I kind of started, it wasn't that big. It was more like an old school thing. But yeah, just if you're competitive, that's like the main thing.
PvP requires a lot of fast reactions and quick decision making. What other areas does that help you in, both in and out of the game?
It's hard to say. I mean, I would definitely say like I play a lot of different games. I play like Counter-Strike and stuff as well, and I can definitely tell that I would almost say that Counter-Strike benefited me to WoW, because like you gotta click totems fast in Arena, and I don't know if I have it from Counter-Strike, but I'm very fast with my mouse, and a lot of players are not fast with mouse. So I feel like I benefited from playing like Counter-Strike and the other way around. Like gave me
Yeah.
some, but in real life I'm not sure if it had like big impact.
In real life, I actually don't know either. But I'm actually really slow with my mouse in general, but it's because I'm left-handed, I think, which benefits me a lot in WoW. You know, because I have the keyboard on the left, and in WoW you basically only use the keyboard. But fast reactions, I'm not sure if it ever really helped me. How important is being comfortable during a tournament?
It's super important to be comfortable during a tournament. Having the right keyboard, mouse, even chair can literally be the reason why you win the games you win. Like recently, I got the new Secretlab Titan chair, and this has been like the best chair I've had, and I can't even remember a better chair. And yeah, I would honestly say that if you wanted to invest in something, you get a good chair, get the right keyboard, get the right mouse. Even a headset and a mic is super important. And yeah, you're gonna go to the top in no time.
Yeah, I agree. I used to have this old IKEA chair that wasn't the best, and ever since I had this one, it's been a huge game changer.
Yeah.